Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn how to connect a contactor. So today's video we are going to learn how you can use this type of switches to control this contactor. So this is our light bulb, this is our load. We use this bulb to test it, and this is our main breaker for the protection. So let's get started. So when you look at this contactor, you find here you see L1, L2, L3, and here you find T1, T2, and T3. So this L1, L2, L3 is the input, while this T1, T2, and T3 is the output. And this here you see A1 and A2. So this is the coil terminal. This is where you connect your control wire. This is the coil terminal. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use this switch here, this one gun switch, how you can use it to control this contactor. So let's get started. So this is my breaker. So we take live and neutral wire from our breaker to L1 and L2 of this contactor. Then from this L2, this T1 and T2, we connect our load here. So now let's get started. But please, before we start, please, if you never subscribe to the channel, please do watch, subscribe, and make sure you watch this video from beginning to the end to learn how to do that. So let's get started. So this is our breaker, this is the live, and this is neutral. So we take these two wire and connect to L1 and L2 of the contactor. So let's do that. You pick your screwdriver and do it. So this is my positive wire, this is my left wire. We'll go here. And my neutral wire will go to L2 or L3. Can put it anywhere because it's a single phase. So now we have successfully connected our input from our circuit breaker to input terminal of this contactor, which is L1 and L2. So now what remains is to connect our load. So this is where you connect your load. You can see here, this is T1, this is T2, this is T3. This is where you connect your load. And our load is this bulb. So we are going to use this bulb to demonstrate it. So now let's connect our load. Here you lose your T1. Then here you put your neutral. This is our neutral. We connect it here. So now we have done. We have connected our input supply from the breaker to this input terminal here, which is L1 and L2 and L3. Then from T1, T2, and T3, we connect our load, which is this light bulb now. So let me show you something now. So when I turn this breaker on, if I push it like this now, you can see the bulb will on. But when I release my hand, it will off. So now there's something we called self-holding. You understand? Contactor self-holding. Self-holding is when you use a switch, when you on it, it will hold. It will on and hold. That's what we call self-holding. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use these switches to connect it, to control this contactor, so that when you on it like this, it will remain on till you off it. So let's do that. So how do we do that? When you look here, you see this A1 and A2 is the coil terminal. When you connect your live and neutral wire to this coil terminal, the contactor will close. So let's do that. So now from here, I will take from this L1 and L2, this live and neutral, I will take my positive and neutral wire from here and feed the coil. So now let me show you something now. Let me loop this one here. Second one, I loop here. So now, as you can see, when you look this, you can see that I looked this wire directly from this our input. So you can see this is the positive wire. I looped one. This is another wire I looped one. So now see what will happen now. So now if I put this wire now to this coil, this A1 and A2, the contactor will close. So let me show you something now. Can you see the contactor will close? You can see. So now when I put this two wire to the coil to A1, A2 of the contactor, it will close. But we can't connect it like that. We got to use a switches. So we can use a switches to control it. So what you will do is, since this is a neutral wire, the neutral wire will go direct. Then from this live wire we'll connect, we pass it through the switch. So we can able to control it using this switch. So what do? You connect this neutral wire directly to the coil. So let me lose it down. So this neutral wire will go directly to our coil like this. So now we are left with this positive wire. So what do we do? For you to use this switch to control this contactor, what you do is you will take this left wire and connect it to common terminal of this switch. This is the common terminal. You put it like this. Then from L1 you connect it to the coil. So now let's connect here. When you look here, you find this is our L1. I connect it this way. So now this wire from our switch will now go directly to A1 of the coil. So let's connect it. So now we are done. So now you can use your switches to control the contactor right now. You can see, let's test it. You can see when you on the switches, the contactor will on. When you off it, the contactor will off. You can see. So this is how you can use your normal switches to control the contactor. Let me explain it to you again. Remember, here is L1, L2 and L3. This L1, L2, L3 is the input terminal of this contactor. And this T1, T2 and T3 is the output. So from our breaker, we connect live and neutral wire to this L1 and L2 of the contactor. Then from the T1, T2, we connect our load. You can see it. So now, this A1 and A2 is the coil terminal of this contactor. So when if you connect live and neutral wire to this coil, the contactor will close. So now, what we do is that from this neutral side, we connect directly to the coil to A2, which is the neutral side. From the neutral side, we connect directly to the coil to A2. So now from here, now we take the positive wire, our live wire, to the switch. Then from the output of the switch, we connect it to A1 of the contactor. So, and it's work like this. You can see my contactor have some issue. It has a fault, that's why it's making noise. So this is how you can use your normal switch in your house to control the contactor. And so it's very easy. So thanks so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and like the video.